Hi. So another short session ritual. So as you can see, I've built up 3 lanes, rows, lines on the floor. I've put paper so it's visible. You can build them with anything you want. You can put a rope, you can put some stones, you can put some objects. That doesn't matter. So the paper is, you can put paper. The paper is just to make the stones visible. So in this row, this line symbolizes our generation, the adults that are in an active work life at this moment in time. The second row represents the parents of the first row. That mostly means the generation that is born just after the Second World War or just before the end of it. And that's the generation which now is coming very much under pressure and having a hard time because of this pandemic we're going through. So the elderly people of our nowadays societies and cultures. And the last row are our ancestors, the ones that are not here anymore, the ones that died and were fighting during the Second World War, and which are not living anymore right now. So once you have built up those 3 lines, what you're gonna do is just gently walk your way from one to the other through the layers to just resonate with the universal energy, vibes of each of these layers, and discover for yourself what moves in all those layers, what echoes, what do I resonate with, but what can I bring into those fields, what lies there for me to make a change, make a positive difference for the future, and what is still in there, which are the lessons and insights that in the past we didn't listen or have time to look into carefully. So first, take a step forward, and you can stand in between those objects or just at the edge and just land in the first layer. That layer that stands for all of our generation, the active men and women in the society. And feel what's at play in this layer. What are the fears, the questions, the hopes, and see whatever you echo with. What is the ask? What does the life, world around us ask from us, the ones in this layer, right now? And are we really able to listen to it? So I'm not trying to jump to conclusions. I'm just taking a big bath and listening deep. And I stay here how long is needed for me. When I'm finished, I step further to the second line, and I stand there amongst the elderly, the most vulnerable at this moment right now in our societies. all over the world. And I try to let go of my ideas how to fix it for them. I just listen and lean in. What are they telling me? What are their deep thoughts they want to share with me? We are losing a lot of the people of this generation. So what's the wisdom? What's lying in there that I can still listen and embrace? Whatever it is, regrets, sorrow, hopes. What lies hidden here, which would help me to make the world a better place for all of us. And breathe it in. Maybe you can't give words to it and it's not concrete yet. Maybe it will crystallize in a couple of days. Maybe at the end you have a word you want to write down. All is fine. And once I've done that for some time, again I say goodbye to this layer and I come closer and step into the last layer. The generation that are dead since a long time. The ones that wherever they were on the world were suffering and dealing with the consequences of the Second World War and all its rippling effects on everyone on this earth. Some of them died young, very young. Some of them died old. All having their own life path and reasons for dying. And I try to listen in, lean in to this layer to see what message lies in there from me. So I can take it to the here and now and make the world a better place for all of us. And maybe it's just as simple as honoring the ones that we lose, the ones that die, the ones that suffer, knowing that we all know our best. Recognizing our shortcomings, recognizing our human nature. When I've been there long enough, I turn around and everything that I gathered, sensed, can take with me from the one layer. I bring in the next layer. So I try slowly to integrate the wisdom, the messages from the past, bringing it forward in each layer until it has reached my generation. And then I open my eyes, and in front of me I see the generations to come. And maybe I can get a glimpse, a sense, how I can pass this through to the generations to come, to the younger ones, to the ones that are born now, to the ones that are going to be born in the time soon. And once I've done that, I take some time in my own way to thank each of the layers, the active generation, the elderly generation, and the ancestor generation, for sharing with me their life experience, their life lessons.